Hey, it's Ariel. Oh, good. The mic is on-ish. Well, I'm outside and it is 0 degrees out here. And boy, these seats are cold. I'm calling on you, showing up here now because we're talking about hope again, because it's that time of year when the light and the darkness is here, and we're on our darkest days, even though there's thankfully sun today. We're on our darkest days before the light and solstice comes. And, what I find is that there's a lot of challenges that come just at that moment when you're starting to get that feeling of hope again. Like, oh, I feel light on the way. I feel hope on the way. Maybe you're, I'm thinking about a particular client, ex-client who, is in the midst of doing treatments and in the process, and it's not going well. And my heart just kind of goes out to this person, and because you get that hope and you get that excitement, right? And you feel like it's going to happen. It's going to happen for me this way. And you try something and then it doesn't work, and you feel like, there's a lot of deep remorse, or rather grief, and coming through that. And, I'm feeling that way myself, not about that, but there was something that was intended for today and was really important to me and to my husband, and my daughter got sick again. And it's been 2 months of illnesses, and I'm reminded of just a teeny squidgen of what you go through on different days, of this sort of, excitement and moving towards something that really was important to do together with your partner, or, on this journey in fertility. And then something doesn't work, and your heart breaks a little bit. And you think, can I repair that? And then the answer is yes, you can repair that. You can come back around to you, because there's this sort of simultaneous thing. I was talking to there's a group of women I meet with, a wonderful woman, and we're in different parts of the world, or states at the moment, I should say, we meet and remind each other of how to move through the dark side. We remind each other, of what has happened that's worked. And we were talking yesterday, about this bizarre reality that can happen where things are really good in your life, and at the same time there's a parallel universe that's happening where things are not going well. And how strange that is, how that feels to be, having the good life in many ways, feeling so much gratitude for what is there, but at the same time being devastated that certain things are not working out. And so I encourage you today to connect with those things again that are bringing you light. I know we have this come up a lot, but it's important, and it feels important today, where you feel useful and well used, and put energy in there and be lifted up. Do things that give you that feeling of accomplishment more quickly. Clean a cupboard, or finish a drawing, or something that gives you that feeling of start to finish. Again, reminding your body. Oops, I just put my hand on the mic. Are you still there, Mike? No, it's down in here. Sorry, guys. Reminding yourself, reminding your body of that sort of start to finish possibility. Keep hope. There are those days that the light will come, like today, and remind you that, those dark days feel like they're never going to end. The rain, the snow, the storms feel like they're not going to end. And then they do. And you're standing here in the sunlight, even though it's cold. And it's sort of the simultaneous, like, things not working and working. It's freezing cold out here. I don't know how our lemons are still growing, but they are. They're still growing, and in fact, that's kind of that reminder. I'm going to show this to you if you can see it. See those little lemons? I don't know if you can see them there. They continue to grow. There's the storms, which help them to grow with all the water, but it's dark. They need sun and light. There's not much sun and light back here in this side of the house, but they keep growing. And I think that's your path. That's my path when things aren't going right. It's, okay, I let some tears go today. You let some tears go when things aren't working. It's okay. And then you come back around and you remind yourself of why you're here, why you're doing this, why this is important. And are the days going to be perfect after you have that baby and babies? No. I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, it's complicated. You know, being a good mom and being aligned in your own life, they don't always fit together perfectly, no matter how you plan and how you hope to do it. And know that that's true. And yet, if you still feel that hit, then you remind yourself of that on the days that are dark, now in pregnancy, after you have the baby. You remind yourself of this moment where you said, yes, I'm all in, regardless of what is happening, regardless of how it interrupts my own plans for my life in other ways. I am all in. And so that's what I remind myself of in these days when I'm wanting to give you hope and I'm feeling like, oh my God, she's sick again. I can't do this, and this, you know, the plans of the next 48 hours. Okay, but I'm all in. And so what allows you to be all in? I'm curious, like on the hardest days, is it that imagining of holding that little one or little ones? Is it, I don't know, it's a release of something, a release of tension that's been there because you haven't become a mother, a parent yet? I'm curious. I would love to know down in the comments, if you're willing, you know, what that is for you. And if you're new here, welcome. Definitely subscribe. Until the end of the year, I'll be here at 10 a.m. Pacific for Fertility Fridays, Fertility over 40 especially. And in the new year, it's going to shift, and we'll see how that goes. For sure, at least once a month. All right. I wish you a beautifully imperfect day. It's very cold out here, even though the sun is nice on my face. And I've got a sick child to go back to, and I'm thinking about you. You can ask me anything, anytime, Ariel@imperfectparenting.net. And some things are shifting. I'm curious what that's going to look like for you and for me. Yet you're in my heart and my soul, and just keep going. Keep following the light when it shows up in the way that really truly works for you. Bye. I'm Ariel Anderson, and I wish you all the best.